Disclaimer. The opinions expressed in the following program are those of the participants. Some may be used for discussion. Please be nice.
You still got the... I just realized you still got the local recording. Was it working with the local recording working?
You can check. It's, your guys' audio is coming through now.
Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me.
You guys want to restart that whole conversation again?
Yes.
I ain't the sharpest tool. Have you guys listened to, this is off topic, but have you listened to the sad version of the one Radiohead song?
No, I haven't.
No.
It's amazing. I'm gonna Google it.
Redo the whole conversation, or we can just recap what we were talking about.
General recap: Pepsi controversy. Pepsi is the worst Coke variant.
God damn it, Brad! I meant the whole controversial in the
Pepsi
beginning.
is more important than this controversial topic. So that means better than Coca-Cola.
Jenner issue with Pepsi.
The other YouTube problem.
The 10K view, lifetime view thing?
Okay, we did actually talk about that, but we will talk about that. Just, Brad, you recap the whole controversy of people being equal, or not.
Basically, certain people see equality as in, we all need to be equal in skill sets, when equality should actually mean we all are good at something and bad at mainly everything else. So we should coexist and find a way to use all our skills to help Liam Neeson get his daughter back, because we all have a particular set of skills, and I might have just spoiled Taken for all of you, and I still haven't seen the movie.
Yeah. But anyway, that's a general recap. We had a longer discussion, but...
And that video may never surface again.
Yeah, but I will say that I will have a warning in front of the video. So anyway,
About the spoiler?
Back to the Pepsi.
Oh yes. All Jenners look the same except for Caitlyn.
Wow. That's not the conversation. That's not the Pepsi.
I don't even know what the Jenners look like.
Yeah, Kardashians.
I know who they are, but I don't know what they look like.
Oh, we just lost two people. So anyway,
sorry.
Pepsi, that video, that ad wasn't up for that long at all.
No, it wasn't.
What was the issue with the ad?
It's the riot. Yeah, it had protesting, but that wasn't the problem. The problem was giving the police officer, the riot guard or whatever, a Pepsi. And everything's all right.
Yeah,
honestly, I don't see the problem with that.
You could just stop it, right, by giving the cop a Pepsi.
No, that's not how it... Sorry, you might want to put another warning on this video.
Jesus
in the beginning.
Christ.
I found it. I found the sad version of Smash Mouth.
If you want to see the ad that was taken down, you can actually find it on the CBS. On CBS. They posted it without any audio.
I'm not surprised people have posted it.
Well, CBS is a news site, so, and they went into more detail about
Here's the thing. I understand what Pepsi was trying to get at by that. That I think in the truth of their hearts, or since it's a company, the truth of the money going into their wallets, it had more to do that the act of kindness and pursuing kindness and happiness should have more power than anger or violence and violent protesting, even though from what I saw, that wasn't a really violent protest. How bad was the protest? I saw the version where the cop punches her in the face and everyone cheers.
Oh yeah.
Wait. There's a version of that?
Someone made a joke video about it when they pretty much until they just cut to the part where she hands him a Pepsi, but it cuts to like someone else, like them actually someone else filming, diffing, and the cop just like headbutts her.
Punches her in the
I
nose.
need to see this.
Headbutts her, and it looks like she kills her, and everyone starts cheering.
No, she just falls over, and it shows the actual video with everyone cheering and all that. Then it cuts back to him, like with blood on his forehead, and just like being much saying yeah, and like then it shows her on the ground, like holding her face while it's like her nose is bleeding.
Like,
I need to see this video now.
You do. It's beautiful. But
it was hilarious.
Pepsi did try to prove a positive message.
It failed.
We live in a world where people are, one, way too sensitive, and two, take things way too literally. Can we all take a moment? Step back from our Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy, and all just be like Star-Lord.
Hell yeah.
I'd love to be Star-Lord.
Well,
The
except if
best character in that movie.
well, if you've read the comics, he's not so
That's
great
not
of a guy.
I've only seen the movie.
In the comics, he's a good guy, but he's an asshole.
Yeah.
What's the problem with that?
The Nova Corp has basically pinned him down for over 50,000 alleged murders.
Okay then.
Wasn't he also divorced?
I don't know. His father's like an immortal space god.
He's a king.
Sorry.
Star-Lord is a
No,
prince.
he's a lord.
Sorry, guys.
Star-Lord is a prince.
Maybe potential spoilers for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Well,
We don't know. It's
They
not out.
they showed Star-Lord's father in the trailer.
And
The trailer
we
spoiled it.
No, not that. But we live in the age of Wikipedia.
Yeah.
We all Wikipedia who Star-Lord's dad was after the first movie.
Yeah.
And if you say you didn't, then stop lying to yourself.
I
Or
didn't.
you already knew.
It's called I follow channels on YouTube that explain comics and stuff like that. Different comic stories, different characters, and all that.
It's because I like the journey of a story, not the ending.
By the way, Star-Lord almost destroyed his own kingdom. Yeah.
Speaking of almost destroying your own kingdom, let's talk about President Trump.
Hell, oh God, no.
Let's not.
They're already on the edge of a war already. Okay. You know.
I mean, we're Canadian, so technically we have no reason to talk about him yet until he wages war on the maple syrup.
Oh, nukes and Russia.
Wait.
Well, missiles.
Is he
in Russia.
Is Russia and him threatening to start World War III?
No,
Oh,
I
God.
believe there was like a thing where they accidentally hit Russia with missiles.
Accidentally, in air quotes.
I just heard about this like today.
You know what?
And what about the missiles that were launched to Syria?
I think that's the one I was thinking of.
Maybe.
Let's just think about it this way. There have been worse people leading countries. If you want to see a worse person than Trump, look who's sitting in the Prime Minister spot of Canada.
Ooh,
He is not that bad.
He
Yeah,
really is.
but Russia suspends cooperation with U.S. in Syria after missile strikes. That's just a headline from New York Times.
Okay, that's bad because surprisingly, Russia and the U.S. being on good terms is actually one of the main reasons why the world isn't in absolute chaos.
Oh, and there's also suppose a gas attack apparently too.
I heard booze.
Gas attack. Syria.
Well,
Here's a headline from ABC7 Chicago. Syria missile strike following gas attack kills 7. Trump widely hailed but angers Assad. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's just how I'm pronouncing it.
Okay.
I don't mean to offend.
Here's the thing.
Of course.
There are bad things happening in Syria.
Yeah. There's bad
We
things
can
happening
all-
around the world.
Everyone can agree with that, right?
at this rate, we'll have World War III before the end of the year.
Oh, God, please don't say that.
Don't say that because
If I'm right in that, please kill me.
Please don't be right.
If
I'm
he's
hoping
right
I'm
in-
not right.
If he's right in that,
He's a fortune teller, man. He's a fortune teller.
no. If Mac is right on this, here's where Mac conscripts to the army.
Well, the thing is, though, with like the whole World War III thing, it's not as bad as people would expect it to be. Because if you think about it logically, there's so much bad publicity on Donald Trump that if the U.S. tried to start the war, everyone would be against the U.S.
I don't think
Eh.
if World War III starts, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I don't think it's actually going to be the U.S. to start it. As much as we all have
See, I don't think it's
issues-
going to be the U.S. either. I think it's going to be something that Donald Trump does that pisses off some world leader, and they start it.
As I was about to say,
As-
it's like I'm agreeing with Brad. It's not U.S. is gonna start it. They're probably gonna, like what Mac's saying. They're gonna like initiate it, but they won't start it.
It's going to basically be, and I'm going to bring back World War II. Germany allying with Austria-Hungary, and then some guy getting a little too trigger happy at that point, and then some
Oh,
other
don't
guy
tell
has-
me we'll have to invade the U.S.
Oh God, not again.
and then someone
And we'll burn the White House down.
and then someone escalates it, and we can't burn the White House. It's not wood.
Yeah, here's just
Well, try, damn it.
here's just another warning for everyone who's watching. These are just opinions. These
Yes.
are just opinions. We're not trying to say what's right and wrong. We're just stating opinions.
Yeah.
We're not
you
saying-
are really like overcautious about that sometimes.
Hey, with the stuff we're talking about, why do you understand why I'm cautious, though?
Yes.
I'm
No,
going
I'm
to
like
say,
really calm for some reason. It's just
Yeah,
like
you are.
we're all fucked. We might as well just like accept it.
Oh, by the way,
We're all gonna die one day. Might as well be in a war, right?
by the way, even though we're making jokes about this stuff, we're not trying to we're not trying to make I don't know how to say this.
Make
Well,
light
that's
of what may happen.
Yes.
Chill out. Like death
We-
of everyone is gonna happen sooner or later, right?
It's like even though we're joking about it, it's still serious. We're just trying to not be as serious about it, so we don't get into that depressed state.
so
You're really like. You really are cautious about this whole like offending people thing. I mean, I don't even read comments of most videos, so that's probably why.
Yeah. Have you seen comments in a lot of videos?
So,
I don't get that many comments. I get
No.
like no comments. But have you seen like comments in any video, ever?
So
No.
in order to try to change the topic so that we can move away from stuff that would actually might be not appropriate for some of the people actually listening. And Mac, you play Overwatch, right?
Yeah.
This sudden change from
You-
World
you
War
s-
3 to Overwatch. Actually, I do see a connection there.
Thanks, Dan. I wasn't going to mention that. Have you seen the new comic that came out?
No, not yet.
Well, I've been looking into it, and it seems like we're getting a few new skins for that, and it's actually, like, it shows the beginning of the first Omnic Crisis, when Overwatch is, like, at its quote-unquote peak, and shows some interest, and I'm really disappointed that no one's looked at it, because now this topic kind of dies here.
Yep. Good job. Did anyone else have a
So we're
topic
all gonna
they brought?
die.
Did anyone else have a topic they brought to speak about?
I mean, all the topics I wanted to talk about kind of got either talked or brushed over.
Oh, how about
I
Ghost in
really
Shell?
don't want to go back.
Ghost in Shell, anyone?
Oh yeah, that movie. That's a thing.
Now let's talk about whitewashing in movies.
Oh boy.
I haven't actually seen
Dad, are we
It's a
trying?
joke. It's a joke.
I don't. Okay, so
But
Insert
yes, I will
monologue
talk about
about how we're all gonna die and the demon
Connor?
lords are gonna bring our souls down to the pits of hell and
Connor, don't be a downer.
tear us to shreds.
Connor, don't be a
Connor, don't be depressing. Please.
Connor, what do I always tell you?
You have the power to kick me from the car.
Don't make
Gosh.
me kick you, Connor. So, anyway,
So,
I heard
happy thing, right?
Connor?
Okay, Dan,
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell.
It did terribly.
Explain to me both the concept and why most people are upset about it. Because this is a movie that I watched the trailer. I wasn't interested, mainly because, no offense to her, I don't want to watch a movie where most of the time it looks like Scarlett Johansson's in the nude.
Well, but that's actually in the series. It's like how can she be naked? She's a robot, man. She's a robot.
I know, but, like, honestly, it kind of makes me wish for CGI Doomsday again.
I
Because
just,
at least for a part of it,
Like in
That
the
was
place
appealing.
of Scarlett Johansson, or like nudity and all.
no, what I was saying is, like, the CGI in it doesn't look appealing.
I heard like it did terribly and it lost tons of money. If you know, like, a lot of
Wasn't Ghost in the
question.
Shell like based off like a really old series?
Ghost in Shell. You know, The Matrix is based off Ghost in Shell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't Ghost in the
But-
Shell like just
It's an old series.
really old series that existed or
It's
a
a
movie
very-
that existed?
It's actually a very popular movie series. There's multiple
Yeah.
Ghost in Shell movies, but it's actually a really popular one.
By it did terribly, are we talking Batman v Superman bad, Suicide Squad bad, or the Fantastic Four bad?
I have to look it up because it lost tons of money.
Because I don't think anything can get as bad as Fantastic Four bad.
It's still.
I'm sure the
theaters,
movie
but
itself.
it lost 60 million plus. Well, it will
Jeez.
lose. That's what the deadline is saying. Like the website deadline. They're saying it will possibly lose 60 million plus. And then
And-
you go. Anyone watching, go on the site and read it. I'm not gonna read it because they have reasons why.
I'm sure the movie was mediocre and like not actually that horrible, but I feel like Ghost in the Shell is old enough where it has a really specific niche of devoted followers, but
It's a
it's
cult
not relevant
classic.
enough to draw in a new crowd.
The thing is, with most anime adaptations into live action in the American market, they don't
Dragon Ball Z!
they don't make it for, like, they try not to make it for the anime fans. They try to make it so new people can enjoy it.
No, not new people. Little kids.
Well, they try to get more people into the series. Like,
And for a part of it, that's not the greatest way to go at it. Because I don't know about any of you guys, but I've actually seen the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie.
oh god, I did.
Oh,
too.
God.
I got that on DVD for Christmas like years ago.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
guys.
okay.
Like,
I don't. This was
feel
before I
bad.
even heard it was bad. My dad actually, like, at the time we were hugely into burning like movies and such onto spare CDs or DVDs we had on us, and he actually burned it for me. I might still have it somewhere, but I haven't watched it.
That's a good call.
I got it for Christmas as a gift.
Well, who hates you?
I lost it anyway. I lost the disc.
I got it and I watched it because I really enjoy the series.
I did too.
Except I've never wanted to burn my eyes out that badly.
The bending was so slow.
Not the bending,
The bending.
the Katara.
Oh god! But still, the bending though.
I feel good that I haven't seen it now.
The bending, the rocks were so slow. It's like you could just easily just step away.
Like, they don't mention it. Like, it's never a pinnacle thing in the series, but everyone has noticed it. The firebenders are imperialist Europe. That is their thing. And the other things, you have the Buddhist Chinese being the air nomads, the Native Americans and like sort of Mongol culture for the waterbenders, and then you have the wonderful like every other culture in the world being earthbenders. Wow, I just realized every other culture is stuck with Earth. And it was so good because for once it showed the white guys being the villains. And I'm not trying to be like, all white people are evil, but in a way, it was actually, like, I learned more from that than I did in the social class.
I believe Liam, said that or who was it? I forget who, but they went with their sister and their dad to see it.
Oh yeah, his sister went out crying and they got a refund for it.
Yep.
Because it was that bad.
So bad, his sister was crying, so they went right back up to like where they bought the tickets. It's like, yeah, we want a refund.
Wait. It was Liam and his sister, Sophie?
Liam, his sister, and his dad. It was that bad of a movie.
She was crying.
Jesus!
She was crying, so we got money back.
No, like, this is the one time I'll say it. They needed to put the white actor there as Zuko. Like, they needed to whitewash the Fire Nation and unwhitewash
Sokka.
the Water Nation.
Yeah, Sokka,
They
bro.
actually, what they really should have done was make the guy who played Sokka play Zuko.
Yeah. And the thing is, in the movie, they had Sokka serious.
Yeah.
In the show,
Yeah.
he's supposed to be
Not his character.
he's supposed to be the goofball.
No. He's supposed to be the father figure.
Yeah.
In a show
And the
that
comic
can't have a
relief.
father figure.
Yeah, but he's also supposed to be the goofball, which in the movie he's just way too serious.
Yeah. And Katara's not this. They turned Katara from this motherly, like, wonderful man. You're an amazing person. Like, you may not be the most physically attractive person on the show, but, like, both characterization and emotionally, you are the most beautiful character in the show. And they turned her into a boring ditz.
And also a moody teenager.
Yeah.
I am so glad I haven't seen this movie.
Plus,
The
they...
movie teenager was tough.
And the thing is, they pronounce Aang's wrong so many times.
I'm sorry. You mean Ong?
Oh god.
What?
The thing is, it's an American-made TV series, animated series, and they mispronounced the name.
How do you screw up something as simple as that?
I am so sorry, Connor. It totally seems like you're not here anymore.
I'm a ghost.
The thing is, it's a
I really want to be that one person who says, "Oh, it wasn't that bad," but I'd be killed.
Yeah,
You would be.
Even if it was a joke.
The thing is,
Like, I'm sorry.
the thing is,
I would watch the Transformers movie
oh god.
again before touching that. When you know that I go to the Transformers.
The thing is, with the name, it's like, it would be understandable if they were translating it from Japanese. But it's like, no, it's in English.
Mhm.
How did the English-speaking people mess up English?
Like,
Like I said earlier, people are idiots.
I'm going to send a picture of Zuko from the TV series.
We all know what
And-
Zuko looks like from the TV series.
I know.
Fantastic.
But I'm also going to show him from the movie.
When you think of Zuko, just think of his voice actor.
No, yeah,
John
but here's the thing.
Dante, yeah.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. Look at them.
Yeah.
Like, I
No.
can't.
Does he even have a
I'm-
scar?
Yes, he does. It's
He
just
does.
hardly
It's
noticeable from a
it's
distance.
No, it's not only hardly noticeable. Zuko's scar was prominent because it was scorched red, and he was. I'm bringing so much race into this for no reason. He was a white character. The scar doesn't leave as much of an imprint because it does not contrast with his own skin.
And look at the eyes. In the show, with his, like, burnt eye, it's like he's, like, squinting in that one eye. In the movie, both eyes are open perfectly.
Yeah, the scar doesn't actually affect him.
It's like in the movie, what's the purpose of your scar? It's like, it does nothing for you.
Yeah. Like,
My question is, if the people working on this movie,
Just
did they
remember-
even talk to the creators?
No idea.
Oh,
just
I
remember
doubt
who
it.
directed it. Just remember who directed it. M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh god.
He has some good movies, but others, it's like, eh.
or
Well, one of his newer movies is it's actually turned out pretty good, which I haven't seen yet, but I've heard it turned out good.
let's go to another once anime movie now becoming that came over here and became a complete trash of a movie. Dragon Ball.
Oh God! Why would you bring that up?
Because I brought it up earlier and no one made a comment on it.
Because it's in one you never. It's one that shall never be named.
But here's the thing. They messed up his race.
Yes, they did.
Wait, what? This is another one I haven't seen.
You haven't seen Dragon Ball Evolution?
No, I wanted to, but I didn't.
I saw it when they aired it on YTV.
I still haven't
missed
seen
it.
I watched the
trailer.
The everything done wrong in Dragon Ball Z Evolution. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
You don't take a character who is a specific race, not African American, not white, not Middle Eastern. He's a Saiyan. He's an entire thing in of himself.
You know what makes it worse?
That is his. They made him human, and then made his monkey powers because he's a demon.
And they made him into a high schooler. If you see the show, Goku was never in high school. He
if
never went to
anything,
school.
He was a dope ass little kid.
Yeah.
That's like the anime stereotype of everyone being in high school done to the extreme.
Yeah, he's supposed to, like, in the original series, he's like 12 years old, but he looks younger. Or was he like 11? He looked
I think he was actually 10.
Yeah, he was around that age, but he looked younger. But Bulma actually was older than him. But it was obvious.
Mm-hmm. And here's the thing.
They're both kids, but...
You don't make everyone into a teenager to see if you can get it to relate to people. Because you have a great story, a great everything that people grew up with and relate, because not only is it a great story, it has writers behind it who know how to write things so that it actually is relatable. So as soon as you try to turn it to something that you think will make it more relatable, you ruin every little thing about it.
They also screwed up Roshi and Krillin. Even though Krillin was barely in, like, I don't think he was even in the movie.
I want to bring up one thing. High schoolers don't relate to high schoolers. High schoolers think other high schoolers are stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk
This
about.
is very true.
Let's talk about.
Krillin wasn't in Dragon Ball Evolution.
I'm pretty sure he was.
I think he was like a character that like was one of the.
Never
bullies.
mind. He wasn't.
Nope.
But they turned Master Roshi into.
He became an airbender.
Not only did he become an airbender.
What?
He like de-aged 40 years.
Well, if you think about it, in the show, Master Roshi is like immortal.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
He drank the fountain of youth.
But he plays the role of the wise old wizard who in their hero's journey trains the hero until he either dies or the hero does not need his service anymore.
The thing is,
the important part of the old wizard is to be old enough that he can't do anything at this point.
And with Master Roshi in the original show, he's supposed to be an old, perverted, but strong and great fighter, old man.
Yeah.
What's with him in the movie?
He's just like a middle-aged man.
He's like a 40-year-old martial arts teacher.
How do you fuck it up so badly?
Whose only plot relevance, I'm pretty sure, is because he knows that Dragon Balls are a thing.
Yeah, the thing is, what we mean by airbender is pretty much like, you know, the ki blast and all that?
Yeah.
Those are pretty much just air.
Mm-hmm.
They don't show an actual ki blast. It's just puff of air.
Oh. What? And let's talk about this. You know Piccolo's antennas?
Yeah.
No, let's make them
into his head.
Yeah, let's take antennas and stick them back to his head.
They made him more evil than he was in the actual show, too.
Yeah, cause they eventually turned him into a good guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They basically gave him no hope for that arc.
They also made Bulma not have blue hair, but a blue streak.
Let's look at
Yamcha?
some of the... No, let's look at some of the best villains in movies. Loki from the Avengers.
Yep.
But still.
I'm sorry, I can't come up with anyone else.
But still, Brad, you must admit that Yamcha in Evolution looks better than the Yamcha in the actual show.
Wait, they actually did something better?
It's just he looks like a thug.
Yeah.
Oh.
He has like a mix of brown and blonde hair with like a leather jacket, buff.
But the best villains are the villains you can relate to.
Yep.
Very true.
Because
Spider Guy.
No. No. As
Gilgamesh.
like rest in peace, Heath Ledger. You did an amazing job as the Joker. Because as archaic and evil as you made the Joker, he was written in a way that you could look at the Joker, look at anyone you know, and be like, yeah, one bad day, and I could see how someone could make all those choices.
Pretty much his last movie was not The Dark Knight, by the way.
Wow.
It
That's
was
sad.
actually the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, which was actually a pretty good movie. And it's Canadian made.
Yeah.
With actually
For
big
villains,
names
I like
in
Dr.
it too.
Horrible.
That is good. It had Heath Ledger, Johnny Depp, Lily Cole, Jude Law, Colin Farrell.
Why does that just sound like an entire cast of people who could probably improv just a really stupid movie and still come out good?
By the way, the four guys I said play the same character.
That's great.
Okay.
Because just remember, it's in people's imaginations. It's what they look like to those people, kind of thing. I'll read you the synopsis. Dr. Parnassus, played by Christopher Plummer, the leader of a traveling show, has a dark secret. Thousands of years ago, he traded the soul of his daughter, Valentina, to the devil. Now the devil has come to collect his prize. To save her, Parnassus must make a final wager. Whoever collects 5 souls first will win Valentina. Tony, played by Heath Ledger, a man saved from hanging by Parnassus' troop, agrees to help collect them with his eyes on marrying Valentina.
Parnassus is not the good. I think the devil may be the good guy in this movie.
Andrew Garfield is also in it.
Interesting.
Tom Waits, Vern Troyer. You should know who that is. He played Mini-Me. Austin Powers.
Oh, Mini-Me. Richard Riddle, who I don't know who he is.
Katie Lyons. Richard Skanks.
You mean Richard Shanks?
Yes. Hey, I misread it, okay?
Can I just say, if he ever decides that he needs to go on Rampage, he needs to shank someone just so we can have the head title. I mean, the headline: Shanks someone.
Shanks.
Actually, let's see. Dang it, if you had a brother, it'd be like, shank your brother. Shank, shank, shanks.
Oh, God. Shanks. Oh, God. But what is Shanks, and Shanks? Or Shanks, and Shanks?
Did you know they're apparently creating a Heath Ledger movie?
Yes, it's a documentary. Using footage that Heath Ledger himself made.
Yeah.
His home videos.
Interesting.
And that's where we're calling it. Shanks for watching.
No, Connor, we're not.
No.
I know.
We're not ready to hunt souls yet.
If we're planning
really
on
wanna say that,
ending it,
Connor, okay?
I'll just say this.
We're not ending it yet. We lost
Once
live
again-
footage.
Once again, rest in peace, Heath Ledger. And this should be a warning to anyone who ever gets the role. If you ever get the role to play the Joker, method acting is not the way to prepare for it.
Yeah. Jared Leto did method acting for his Joker role.
Have there been like a couple people who died by method acting the Joker?
No, it's not even fully concerned that he died because he was method acting the Joker. It's just a character as complex. Yeah, he overdosed. A character as complex as the Joker is not someone you should be thinking, you know what, that's a guy I need to, method act.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send dead rats to my coworkers.
If anything,
the person that method acting doesn't do well.
There is one Batman villain that you should method act. Actually, two. Ra's al Ghul, because if you find immortality, you've done something well. And Mr. Freeze, because at least people can feel bad for you.
Hey.
And you become Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nice to meet you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What? The dinosaurs. The Ice Age.
Jesus.
I felt bad for Arnie in that movie.
I feel bad.
I feel bad.
Why?
For
Ones are amazing.
I feel bad for those actors.
I feel bad for the audience.
Yeah, them too. I feel bad for everyone. Those back nipples,
back
though.
at the old days
The
with
bat
Arnold
nipples.
Schwarzenegger being in every movie was the bomb because all those movies were like a bunch of puns.
Actually, there's a video game character called Explosion Man. He knows a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes.
Wow.
Don't ask me why, but he does.
Okay, I might have heard this down the line, but are they coming out with a new Predator movie?
I know the new Alien movie.
Probably.
There's a new Alien movie, Covenant. I haven't heard about a new Predator movie.
I don't know shit about either.
They're gonna milk that series till they can't.
Because trust me, Predator's interesting.
I believe they're making a movie about the video game Rampage.
The what?
Yeah, you play as these 4 different monsters, and you just go around destroying buildings and eating people.
I stop watching every single movie. I a specific anime watcher.
Sorry, I've heard of Rampage, but I can't think of it.
I think it's called Rampage. It's an arcade game.
Oh yeah. Hasn't Pixels and trying to think, Super Mario Bros. And Battleships and Space Invaders.
I haven't actually...
Wait, no, Space Invaders. Did Space Invaders come out?
No, I don't think so.
Good.
There's a Space Invader movie?
What about Monopoly?
They were planning it.
There's a Clue movie.
I lost faith in humanity again.
Oh no! I was
This is something that happens on a daily basis
the
with me.
The Clue movie is actually an old movie.
It's like really old.
Yeah.
1985.
That does not restore my faith in humanity. That just makes it dead for longer.
Hey, what's wrong with
Oh,
Blue?
oh no, Connor. I know what will restore your faith in this movie. It has 4 different endings.
Oh man, that actually sounds dope.
Movie theaters actually got a choice of which ending to premiere.
Oh, by the way...
Really? That's awesome!
Wait, what?
Yeah, it has like 3 or 4 different endings, and a lot of theaters would show different endings.
Oh
But
man, that's actually really cool. Why can't they do that nowadays?
Have any of you seen The Walking Dead? Recently?
Season 1?
Recently? Anyone know the name Negan?
Oh god, yeah, I know Negan.
He's
Mizugen?
the guy who plays Negan is going to be in the Rampage movie.
Is Negan the guy that I'm thinking of?
Baseball bat and barbed wire.
Yep, Negan. Guy who killed Glenn.
Yeah.
Crap, that's a spoiler. I am sorry.
Hey, that was in the comics, okay?
You know, guys, if you're still watching, I'm really happy that you haven't already sent me all hate mail.
By the way, I've only watched up to season 3.
I haven't seen the first episode.
What's with you not watching shows?
Well, let's see.
Well, you
Currently,
don't
I'm
have
in
much
school.
time, so...
Yeah, I don't have a lot of time. Anytime I get home, I'm either doing homework or trying to spend time with myself in order to...
That sounds wrong.
Not that way, but... Thanks. Figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. Or really realizing that my life is hopeless, and if I want anything to get done in my life, I actually need to murder Connor.
Oh, those are the kind of things I think about when I'm trying to go to sleep.
I mean, it's not like my personality is overbearing or anything, right?
Oh, totally
I just have that
not.
killable face.
No, Connor, it's when you get attached to a character in anything,
Yeah, Connor.
you make that character absolutely atrocious to deal with.
Yeah.
I do it the same, and Dan can definitely quote me that I can make characters that really they get a lot more. I give them a lot more things than they need to.
Yeah. Yeah, like Ron agrees with your backstory, Salazar.
Yeah, I hated Salazar.
I thought you loved Salazar.
Oh no, I've realized how much I dislike the character, but I will say this. He got to a... I started hating the entire Civil War session around the time when Civil War started.
Everyone
No,
hated...
Wyatt loved it because, you know what? We can't judge what Wyatt does.
I hated Rogan, so I'm glad he no longer has a Rogan character.
Your campaigns always seem very stressful and
They are.
filled with anger.
They are.
Yeah, I'm just happy that
You should have speeded out our last session. Oh god.
we don't talk about... I will mention this. I'm kind of really annoyed by both of them because they gave me crap for starting fights, and what happened?
They started a fight with each other. Which is actually unusual.
That's always how it goes.
It's unusual because they never fight and they're always together.
Because here's the thing. If you go again, if you give Wyatt crap on anything that he does, you're to blame. If Wyatt gives you crap for anything you do, you're to blame.
That just seems stupid.
They're angry. I don't know how to deal with when they're angry.
Oh, that's how I was acting when that happened. I was just sitting there. It's like, what do I do?
What do I do? What do I do?
Yeah, like, I got up and left the room because...
Same. It's like, I don't want to be in this very tense situation where you can just pull out a knife and cut it like butter.
Yeah, especially since I know how that Austin probably could. But
that's why I usually resort to my specialties whenever people are having fight, and that's being an asshole.
like, I went out and I was like, if Ron's awake, Ron's pissed, and me coming out won't make Ron better, but it will allow me to be like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this because it's not my problem. And I'll say something and I'll have to take responsibility for this entire thing.
The one thing that is impressive, I mean, like, about Ron, is that from the story I've heard, he fell asleep instantly.
Yeah, that's Ron. That's what Ron does.
I love that. The most redeemable quality of Ron that I can find from this entire story is that he fell asleep instantly.
Yeah.
Like, that deserves mad props on his part. Like, how? It's a stressful situation, and, like, some people get tired
Connor,
after that, but, like, instantly, like...
Connor.
That's just how Ron is.
Ron's going to UFC right now. Oh, sorry, shouldn't have said that. Sorry.
Ron's going to you of...
If I'm not lazy, I'll try to find it and edit it out.
Yeah, bleep it out.
Isn't there, like, so many... Isn't there?
No. Don't bleep out you of, just bleep out the letter.
Just bleep out the letter. I was wondering how you were gonna not say the letter.
Just bleep out of this whole conversation.
Beep! It's just gonna be one long beep. Just beep!
That's good publicity, isn't it? That's how you do YouTube, but upload 10 minutes videos of nothing.
No, it sounds like someone's April Fool's joke.
No, because there will be a GIF of Connor dancing.
And even worse.
Covered in tar and feathers.
Even worse, he's twerking.
Oh,
No. Connor, you need to find a K-pop song. You need to study that, and you need to do the choreography for those songs, and that will be the gift running.
Don't make me tempted to actually learn something like that, Becca.
You know, at some point, I actually do want to build like a set for the podcast and like film it.
Wow, in person?
Yes.
Like, looking at each other? That's too much social, like, responsibility. You think I can, like, see people?
Oh yeah, I forgot you're blind.
Apparently. I mean, I can only see, like, a closet.
I kid, he's not actually blind, you guys. He's just in the closet still.
But, by the way, Dan, I apologize for not going after you in the last session because I was trying to roleplay my character, and Austin was trying to roleplay his character, and
I was just roleplaying
how
my
our
character.
Everyone was roleplaying.
Oh no.
Why was
not
being
ever
Wyatt?
Yeah. Wyatt? I know Wyatt's not going to watch this because he doesn't give a shit about your channel.
I take offense.
But Wyatt basically in the D&D lawful, neutral, chaotic, good, neutral, evil thing is so far in the chaotic side that like basically if we were to take the tip of the North Pole, well, the end to the tip of the South Pole, why it's still going south.
But with last session, I did kind of encourage him to do part of that.
You did.
But I was basically joking.
Yeah. And me and Austin had a reaction that I realize now isn't the best reaction to have when we're all together, because some people like role-playing, others don't. But when you're in the mindset of a character, you have to go with what that character does. Connor, I'm looking at you.
Hi.
Because you have done some stuff in Character Mind that's like, you know what? I hate all your characters now, Connor.
I mean, I'll be honest, like, when we were talking about method acting the Joker, my first thought was like, I totally method acted the voice.
I wasn't going to call you out on that one today.
Like, no, that was like a horrible time for me because I just felt horrible and like I didn't realize at the time what I was doing.
Connor, think about it. You take no consequences for your method acting of the voice. I do.
Yeah, I mean, also Justin's campaign is completely different. Like, I was playing a character with just Justin, and like he was angry at me because I was going to make him read like a book, pretty much. Like, not actually angry, but kind of like salty. So I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna hum," and then he made me hum for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm happy about this because though Justin doesn't really DM, Justin has gotten to the point of, sure, I'm not DMing, but I'm going to make it a living hell for both of you.
I mean, I didn't realize how much I couldn't hum. I was like, and it was horrible, but now I can hum.
Yeah, pretty much. But as you noticed with like last session, it's in the beginning I wasn't doing so that well with role playing my character, but I actually did better closer to the end.
Oh yeah, and can we just talk about how if I wasn't there, you guys would actually just be in a tavern for the entire session?
Oh god.
You're like, nothing would have progressed the story because all three of you were antisocial, and my character, who's the most antisocial, had an objective to do.
Hey. I kind of mainly...
No, you guys literally walked into the bar. Austin sat down, bartender came over, hey, what can I get you? Companions. You walk to the bar, sit down, hey, what can I get you? Companions. Why it's like, hi, I'm waiting here for my own friends. And because they thought Austin's character was mentally retarded, they wouldn't have hooked him up with you, and because Wyatt had said, Wyatt had used a different word instead of companions, and Austin would have never gone and been like, hey, I'm going to hang out with you, and you wouldn't have done the same thing. My character had to go up and be like, hey, I'm looking for a swamp.
To be honest, I actually forgot the mission. Because it says Ron didn't tell me. Or like it's either he didn't tell me or I forgot.
Ron actually just told me that Spirit Walkers have something called the Moving Swamp, and I'm like, like I was watching it, I'm like, my character wouldn't do this normally, but for the sake of progressing the story along, and also for the sake of it's actually something my character would also be obligated to do at some point, I will continue the story this way.
Like the thing is, the reason why I actually asked Ron why, I actually asked him what my reason for being here was, as you heard, was actually because it's like I said, either he forgot to tell me or I forgot.
Mm-hmm. Also, Connor,
yeah,
because you and me do D&D with Justin a lot. If we're in a tavern bar fight, and you light the back of the tavern on fire, I'm punching you.
I mean,
Especially if the guys we're fighting are at the front of the tavern.
Hey,
What the
and your
fuck?
party member is in the front fighting them.
I can literally think of no characters who would actually do that, unless...
Akatsuki.
Okay, she may have killed 2 without any remorse, but she's more intelligent than that.
I've never dealt with that character, and I can already call her.
I've had to deal with that character many times.
Oh, don't worry. I've had Duran, Niep. I see.
You're welcome for Niep, by the way. But
You know
what?
that's my masterpiece I created for Connor.
You know what? I'm fine with Niep. I can handle Niep. Like,
Except
I am chill with Niep.
The
It's
thing-
when Niep and one of my characters that can't agree with Niep get together.
So
Hurt
you
him.
mean Niep and Garrick because she calls him a plant?
Niep and Garrick. Niep and Tyrell.
Just remember,
Link.
Niep's enemies are plants.
I know, and I played that, and she called Garrick a plant. He has
And
green
Garrick
hair, and she
stabbed
was like,
him.
I want you dead.
By the
She
way,
threatened him. He stabbed her, and now he's to blame.
the thing is, I made Niep so Connor wouldn't like her, but it turned out the opposite.
I mean, she's amazing. I'm
Because
just really
you made one fatal flaw.
Gave it
She's
to
not a
Connor.
goblin.
But I made her love goblins, like in
No.
love.
Oh
with
yeah, and
goblins.
that's a horror. I hate it. There's been times when I'm playing her, and I'm like, stupid fucking. Oh wait, fuck! She likes goblins.
Here's the thing.
She doesn't just like goblins; she loves goblins.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. I played her.
There are 2 characters that Connor has said, I can't play this character anymore. One was a goblin, and one was an inbred vampire.
Because
No, the inbred vampires still want to play. The problem is it would have taken so long to play, especially with. It would have been politics.
for people who are wondering, Connor is racist against goblins.
Those fucking goblins are too short for their own good, and they're only
Hey.
good for lighting on fire.
For
and
all of
I'm
For all
racist.
of
I'm
you-
racist against orcs. Okay.
for all of you who have tuned in and are wondering, what? We're all racist.
Hey, everybody's a little bit racist sometimes.
Actually, let's be honest. I don't even have to look at you, viewer. You're human. You're probably racist.
You're probably a racist son of a bitch.
Okay,
Aren't you?
this is time to call it. Thanks for
So,
everyone for
100
watching.
souls now?
Oh man,
I'm-
it's
I'm-
time
I'm
for the best
wrapping it up.
outro ever.
I'm wrapping it up, okay? Thank you guys for watching on Twitch, whoever's watching on Twitch. And for whoever's watching on YouTube, I have not been putting stuff on SoundCloud, because I'm too lazy. Make sure you, if you want, you can donate down below in Twitch, or you can support me on Patreon, because I won't be able to get enough views to get money from YouTube anymore.
Actually, we
But-
never talked about that too much, did we?
No, we didn't.
It's okay. You
Matt,
don't need to.
We'll handle that. We'll handle that next episode. I mean, next week.
Yeah.
But there's one issue. I'm kind of expecting to come back next week. I don't know if I'm allowed to or not.
Hey, it depends on if you're available. That's why I mostly just have these two on, because they're available.
Yeah, 'cause
I have a
what's
life, I
happening.
promise.
So, anyway, I've been Fantin.
I've missed Gable 1.
I've been wretched eggplant.
I've been Brad.
And we'll see you.
I'm always Brad.
And we'll see you in the afterlife. Bye.
Time to hunt some souls.
You did that last week.